Hi guys, you're watching another episode of Nadia TV, and today I'm taking another question from one of my subscribers, and let's get to it. So today's question is from Lisa, and Lisa writes, "Hi Nadia, I find it really hard to figure out what supplements to take. Could you suggest general supplements that everyone needs?" Thank you for the question, Lisa. It's a very good one. I do believe that people need to take supplements in general every day to sustain the good health that you already have, and there are just few supplements that I think are very important to take on a daily basis, and that would be number one, omega-3. If you're a vegan or vegetarian, that would be flax oil. Just take a good quality flax oil. And if you are not vegan, you can take krill oil, which is krill is something that whales eat, so it's tiny creatures. They have very little mercury exposure, because mercury builds up. The bigger the fish, the more mercury it has usually, so they're at the bottom of the food chain. So krill oil would be one of the safest, and otherwise you can take distilled fish oil. That would be number one. Number two would probably be a probiotic, because probiotic is something that can sustain your immune system, to make sure that you always have the good bacteria in your gut, because sometimes we're under the weather, sometimes we eat something and we get food poisoning, sometimes we have to take antibiotics. Things happen, and we need to sustain the good bacteria, because as soon as you give those bad guys the chance, they will overgrow and take over. So, but it depends, the potency of it depends on what are you trying to achieve, because sometimes you will need a stronger probiotic if you are rebuilding your immune system, if you are actually working to detox, to get healthier. You will need a stronger probiotic, and I would recommend probably something over 30, 40 or 50 billion or per tablet. And you'll see it says on the bottles, and it will show different strains of probiotics, so you need something that is quite potent. But if you're just there to sustain your health, then I would suggest taking a probiotic that's not as potent. And in terms of where it should be in the store, I would suggest only buying probiotic from a refrigerated section of the store, only because I know for a fact that it was transported in the fridge and then it went into the fridge. Although there are probiotics that can be quite stable without being in the fridge, you just don't know for sure that the boxes weren't sitting in the sun when they are sold in the store on the shelves. So you obviously don't want to be taking pills that have no effect. So it depends. If you know the company, if you know the probiotic is not the kind of probiotic that was just not handled correctly, then you can take a non-refrigerated probiotic, a not very strong one, but just to sustain your immune system. And then the other thing I would suggest is vitamin D, unless you're one of those lucky people who lives on the beach and runs around naked all day without the sunscreen. But if you do wear sunscreen and you don't generally run around naked as much, you probably will need vitamin D. Vitamin D is something that is comes generic with generic blood tests nowadays, or with most regular doctors in the US. So you can test this, and it's really important to actually have a good level of vitamin D. A lot of people kind of don't pay enough attention to it, and I didn't also at some point. But it is actually really important that it is at the proper level, and you'll see at the blood test it should be over like 50. Some say 35, some say 50, but it shouldn't be 10 for sure. And to sustain it at this level throughout the winter, you will need to be taking it every day. And if you know that today you're going to the beach and lie in the sun, then don't take it. But generally, you need to take vitamin D. Then if you're vegan, or vegetarian, you will most probably, well, vegetarian, if you eat eggs, you're kind of going to be fine. But if you're vegan, you will need vitamin B12, because B12 is something that is found in animal protein, and if you don't eat that, then you'll need to supplement with vitamin B12. And in terms of general multivitamin, I only have one problem with it. You can definitely take a general multivitamin as a cushion, because sometimes you don't know for sure if you're getting all of your vitamins every day, because ideally your diet varies from day to day. Ideally, you don't eat the same things every day. So if it varies every day, you might be getting different types of vitamins every day. And if you want the cushion, you can take a good multivitamin. But the biggest issue with that is that you shouldn't be taking multivitamin instead of eating good food, because it definitely doesn't replace the good diet. Because all sorts of vegetables that you can eat that have the same vitamins, if you eat this pile of vegetables or the little pill of vitamin, the stuff that you're going to get with the vegetables is just so much more that you can't even compare those two. The enzymes that are in the vegetables, all different micronutrients that are in the vegetables that are not in the multivitamin, cannot compare with each other. And if you eat bad diet all day long, fried McDonald's kind of food, and you eat a multivitamin, you are not getting anywhere with your health. It's still, I hate to burst anybody's bubble, but this is not really helping anyone. You are taking some vitamins in. They are, again, it has to be good quality vitamins, ideally plant derived or something. It shouldn't be super chemically vitamins that come as byproduct of some, production of chemicals. But generally, that's my concern with multivitamins. If you do take multivitamin, fine, but still you need to have a good diet. Doesn't replace each other. So Lisa, I hope I answered your question, and thank you so much for leaving this question for everybody. I think that could be very useful. And whoever is watching, guys, please go ahead and leave me more questions. Write me an email from my website, from nadiarichards.com. You can go to contact me and leave me a question there, or you can leave a question below under this video, and subscribe to my channel below, or go into my website and subscribe over there so you don't miss the future all sorts of recipes and videos coming up. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.